My clients Melanie and John needed help with their great room. I use the term loosely because while it is a room that includes a kitchen, a living area, and a dining area, it's not a very large room.
What was it like when you first saw it?
Ooh, it was really rough. It was basically a room with a kitchen on one side and a giant fireplace floating on the other side. The fireplace is a box fireplace attached to the wall with no chimney or hearth or anything, and it's stuck about 2 feet out of the wall. So you couldn't even put seating in front of it because there wasn't enough room between that and the back of the island. So it was really non-functional. In terms of furniture, they had a dining table that seated them and their kids, and then they had 2 tiny chairs that looked like children's chairs. I believe they came with the house when they bought it. And that's pretty much all that fit in here. But their huge dilemma was, this is where they spend all their time. This is where kids do homework, watch TV, hang out while they're cooking. This is the space. But the reality was, there wasn't enough seating for everybody and it wasn't meeting their needs. We started with figuring out, obviously we're gonna keep the kitchen, what can we do on the other side of the room to make it work better? And the key here was multifunctional spaces. So we started with my personal favorite, a banquette. Obviously the banquette means we can have a bigger table, we can have more comfortable seating, it becomes more of a loungy area. And then we also wanted to get a TV in here because this is where the family watches television. And knowing that we needed to get good seating in for 4 people was definitely a challenge. So what we did was use chairs that work at the banquette that are upholstered with arms that can flip around and be part of the family space. They sit at the table and they are there most of the time, but they also flip around and become part of the desk or part of the living area really easily. And that means that there's still lots of circulation space, but everyone can sit together and watch TV and everyone can sit together at the dining table when necessary. Melanie and John were definitely on board for a big change, so we presented this whole scheme of removing the fireplace, patching the floor, new millwork all along that wall. We used textured vinyl grasscloth on the wall just to define that wall a little bit and balance it with the kitchen opposite. Vinyl for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's super durable. If people are eating and stuff there and they rub their hands on it, you can wipe it down. Number 2, grasscloth is beautiful, but grasscloth has a lot of seams and can get really busy really quickly. That's real grasscloth. Real grasscloth. So I like the vinyl stuff because you get that textured look, but since it installs seamless, it looks a lot more relaxed and clean and you don't have the messiness of the real grasscloth. It's hard to say grasscloth. The clients liked a lot of things that seemed more relaxed and beachy, and obviously I think that's a great style, but we also want to make sure that it works for the rest of the house that they have. So we talked a lot about mixing in some warmer neutral colors, which I'm super into. Gray, bye-bye. So we started with the basis for that and the idea of painting all the cabinetry and then punctuating that warm neutral color with black to modernize it and make it feel more updated. And then also we added the backsplash. What I love about the backsplash is it's stone and each piece is a slightly different color, so it just creates this organic textured feeling of the backsplash and also picks up on the existing white countertop, which we didn't want to change for cost reasons. So now we have the light neutral cabinetry and then the countertop, and then the backsplash incorporates both colors. Most people that have glass cabinets, the issue is always you can't really junk them up inside because it looks like garbage. So we put solid doors on the uppers that used to be glass. That added a lot of storage for them. And then we also added the pantry. So the pantry has a built-in microwave, which previously the microwave sat on the counter, taking up a lot of valuable counter space. Exactly, that's the face I made, Reiko. Who builds a kitchen now with a microwave just sitting on a counter? And the new pantry is also taller. And it also has a broom closet. The old pantry did not have a broom closet. So that gives us some extra storage by the back door. Shoes for gardening, some sports balls for sports games. I hear people do those. When I first came, there was a basket of balls by the back door and a bar fridge, which is also gone. Sorry, John. The old lights were, again, like a really dated glass teardrop. You know those ones that look like they belong on a track lighting? They were those. So we got rid of those and replaced them with these, which add a nice warmth to the space, and then the black detailing looks really modern and punctuates the beautiful almond color behind them. Another area that we were trying to figure out is on the main floor, somewhere to put bills, mail, quick things like that, and sometimes work with a laptop. So previously they had kind of a little setup like that at the island. Since there wasn't an outlet in the island previously, they had a power bar that was taped to the back of the island so that they could work with a laptop there. So we resolved that problem by putting in an outlet on the island and also creating a little office area. So that's somewhere to just dump mail that needs to be addressed before it gets moved out to somewhere else, or work quickly with a laptop in the kitchen. They were actually using the space a lot before, but it was just not pleasant to be in here. And now they're using it way more because they have space for all the different activities they want to do. And eventually, we want to carry the aesthetic through the rest of the main floor, but for now, this has become the main hangout area that they really wanted it to be.